Welcome viewers to another live stream from Kime to Go. It's been a while since we've had a long live stream. Although did I do one last week or the week before?
Not last week.
Not last week, so missed that. But this is going to be the last one before 2025. So currently today we've got Nige from Todd's 29 Motovlogs, and we've got he's down below. Yes, right there we are.
Jazz hands.
And we've got Jerry from the Flat Cat Cafe Racer over here. There he is. Hello, Jerry.
Beautiful wave.
So I'm going to put the comments up here. We've got Dylan's arrived already. He's nice and early. He's keen. Thank you, Dylan, for popping in.
Yeah.
We're going to start the stream today with a little bit of what I've been getting for Christmas. Well, not for Christmas, what I've ordered with my vouchers that I've got for Christmas. I've been given a few vouchers.
Yourself, have you?
And you've got to spend the money, haven't you? You can't keep in the bank, can you? So you've got to spend it. So I have spent it, and I know that the German jobby has got ordered some filters, and he's doing an oil change, I think, isn't he, Duncan? Isn't he? He put a video out with doing that. So I'm going to do a bit of maintenance as well on my CB125. Now, Dylan's in his car, so I don't know how he's going to be watching that. I don't know while he's riding along. That could be a bit interesting, couldn't it? If he's listening, that's fine, isn't it? I've ordered a few parts for the 125. It's done about 4,000 miles now, and it goes back and forth to work every single day. And I think it deserves a bit of a treat. So there's the spark plug. I've ordered this one here, and according to the spark plug, and I've looked it up online, I haven't looked in the manual, which I suppose I should have done. It's the CPR 7EA 93901. You probably can't see that, but that's what it is. I'm going to change that, or check it and change it. Now, Dylan's having a McDonald's while we're having a chat here, so
yeah, I'm just telling him no gherkin in mine, please.
Lucky him, yeah. And I'll have a milkshake, banana milkshake. Thank you very much. You can pop it in if you want. You're probably not far away. Okay. You think he's ordered that. Another thing I'm going to do as well. Now, the bike's had a bit of back forward to work every single day by 125. And I'm not sure whether the brake pads will need to be changing after 3,000 miles. What do you think? 3,000 miles on 125, constant traffic and things. Will it need it or not?
No.
I wouldn't have thought so.
But it says on these, brake systems should not be interfered with by anyone who does not have the appropriate skills or experience, it says on the back of there.
No.
So I need to find somebody with the appropriate skills and experience to change them. And it does say on here that 2 millimeters is what they recommend as the minimum for changing them. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. But as long as it's not down to the rivets, I would say.
I bet you're at 4 anyway.
4 millimeters?
I bet you at least at 4.
You bet they are 4 now, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, these ones don't look much far off 4 millimeters anyway. They're pretty thin, these, actually.
The lighter
keep an eye for Alex in the backstage. He's just tried that link in the chat, but it's not working, so he's going to go to your community tab and come in.
You probably clicked the same link that you
yeah, I don't know why it wasn't working on that one.
It did. Mine didn't either when I tried it.
Oh, yeah. It probably doesn't work because I put it in the StreamYards one. That's where I put it in. I didn't put it in the other one, but as long as the other one works,
it'll work. But
yeah, we'll give it a go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, although it's going to be quite easy. I'm going to do the video of taking the brakes pads out, and replace them. So somebody might find that interesting.
Is it expensive for that, Joe? Or are they
these ones here? Guess what the name is? Cactus.
I can't see it. They're reflecting.
Can you see that?
What is the name?
The name is Cactus. KACTUS. £9.48 from Amazon.
Bargain.
I don't know what they're made of. They might be made of rubber or something.
Probably. You probably got better brake pads on than those are going to be.
Bryce just joined the side chat.
There's Peaky Biker.
Yes. Welcome, Peaky. Thanks for coming along. Appreciate it.
He got a new helmet.
He has. I like them. I do like those arrows.
Peaky gets a new helmet about every year, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Well, I think what happens if he's right in what he's saying. When you wear a helmet, it does get dirty. Now, I know I've got the name now. My helmet, you can take all the parts in and out of it, and you can wash them.
Well, you can. I just crash mine and break them. So.
Oh dear.
Just got to get that on there.
Peaky's a little bit better rider than I am, I think. He's got that big guy. Peaky's not real tall. Hey, there's Alex.
He's got a lot of experience in them sort of bikes as well, though, hasn't he? He's doing a bit of off-road and stuff now. So
what are you pointing to?
He's come that way.
You want him over there? I can put him over there where you want. No problem. Oh, yes.
1-0, wasn't it, Al?
Yeah, after evening. What?
Was it 1-0?
Oh, Christ, pandemonium, and 4 minutes into injury time and they scored. It was like the game was like being played with a balloon. The wind was like horrendous.
Was it?
Yeah, Aberdeen's a big one of the big rivals for us. So there's always a bit of toing and froing, but it was good. Oh, geez.
Not many people there. Was it busy?
Full house.
Full house.
About 14,000. Yeah. When I sent you the picture, that was about 20 minutes before the start of the game. So,
isn't it amazing though? Like you say, 20 minutes, and then that ground can fill up like it does.
They'll all be in the concourse, getting their pies and ball rolls and all that kind of stuff. But
have you got a few pubs around the place so people can sort of fill the pubs up and walk out?
There's loads, absolutely loads. But they had all the gates open. It was fine. I mean, it was fine. But I like to go about 20 minutes before the start, 25 minutes, just to not stand in a queue.
Yeah.
Dunk's just joined the chat.
All right. So how's everyone doing? Because I've missed the start of this. I'm obviously just here.
I said sorry, Joe.
Go on, you carry on.
I've been naughty. I ordered it and got it.
Superb.
Look at you. Yeah. Did you order it yourself, or was it ordered from? Did somebody give that as a gift?
The girls always say to me every year, "What do you want for Christmas?" And rather than get stuff that they think I want, I always say to them, just give me a tiny bit of money and I'll chip it in and I'll buy something that I want or need after Christmas.
How's that work?
But it was lovely. They give me enough to buy it. So that was very good of them.
So when are you going to try it out? Have you tried it out on anything yet or not?
I've changed all the thing over from the bold to the edge today, wired it all up. But yeah, I will. I'll have to get out and give it a try. But it's back to normality tomorrow. So back with grandson and that during the day.
I thought I heard one of your videos, Nige, the other day that the sound was kind of spotty. Was that with that new Edge?
No, I haven't tried it yet. The new Edge. It's was that when I went out with Steve?
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that's when I was recording Steve, but I think that was my fault. When with the pack talks, when the intercom's talking, you adjust the volume for that.
Yeah.
Then if you go on a phone call, you adjust it while you're in the phone call, and that adjusts the volume for that. I think I had Steve turned up too loud in my earplugs.
Yeah.
Sounded fine to me, but I think it was too much for that sound recorder.
Yeah, it was blowing it out.
Yeah, so I'm going to stick that attenuator cable in line and then hopefully bring the volume up in the edit. So
what Peaky's saying is you can't record.
I love that technical talk. I gotta bring it up in the edit.
Yeah. But as Bryce says, you can with the Edge, you can record your comms through the Cardo app. The only downside to that is if you're recording your comms and you get a phone call, then it mutes your comms. And it's just silent while you're in your phone call, and then it will start recording it again.
Yeah, what Piggy's saying, is Piggy saying you can't record audio on that? Is
Yeah,
that
you
right?
can.
You can.
Yeah, you can record the whole intercom conversation.
Yeah. So
You know, the audio, that's the hardest thing to get right. I mean,
it is a pain, isn't it? It's
Is it-
weird
is it
because the mic 2, I watched a video earlier today actually, and I know a lot of people do it. When they put the mic 2 in the helmet, they aim it down. Well, I have mine aimed up. I tried it down, and I found it picked up more wind noise in that shoey helmet of mine.
Has your helmet got the little chin covered over here?
It has, yeah. But I found it picked up more wind noise down there.
sounds like you need a new helmet. You and Peaky need a new helmet. Yeah.
Well, I looked at that one that Brian's got, that Aero Commander. It looks pretty lovely.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're cheap, are they, Brian? I suppose you should imagine that's 300 or 400 quid, I would imagine.
Yeah, at least.
Sometimes you find the amount of gear you've got on your helmet is probably worth more than the helmet itself. You think you had all your cameras up, your mics up, your well, that sort of stuff.
Joe, besides the spark plugs for your 125, what else did you get for Christmas?
This one here. Well, I got the spark plugs. Yeah.
One spark plug. You're splurging there, buddy.
I got 2 of these. This is a pair of brake pads, which I'm going to stick on.
Oh, yeah, you're spoiling yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And I have got an extra coming along as well, which is an air filter and an oil filter and an oil change. So, yeah, keep me busy now.
Got to
I
push
smashed
the
out on
button,
that.
Joe.
You'd be the guy to get your wife a washing machine for Christmas, wouldn't you?
Yeah, make her life easier. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. What did you get for Christmas, Jerry?
Oh, I got the Cosgo heated grips from my Kawasaki. Put those on.
They all fitted.
Yeah, just get a bigger hammer. Just get a bigger hammer.
I was going to say, give it to Mr. Bill.
Oh, I can't. I was telling Joe, I said, we cut so much out of that video because he just goes off on tangents, and we're talking about world politics or something, before we know it. So I did it by myself, but it came on pretty good. It only took about 3 or 4 hours.
Was that for the grips or was that for the light unit you put on the back of your?
The light unit was 3+ hours. Actually, it took me a little longer to put the heated hand grips on because of the wiring, trying to get it. There's no room under the gas tank at all for these bikes.
Well, you want to have a word with Andy GSA Tractor, because he knows how to put lights on bikes and bits.
Oh, yeah, he definitely lights, horns.
Yeah.
He's got more stuff than a battleship.
No, knows where to pack it all in, doesn't he?
I bet he scared a lot of people into wrecks by honking the horns at them,
That horn's unbelievable. It sounds like one of them Amtrak bloody trains coming along, doesn't it?
Is it a Denali one?
Yeah.
Is it the Denali one he's got, or?
Isn't it a Denali sound bomb, isn't it?
That's the one, yeah. Denali one, yeah.
Hell of a noise.
I got a textile suit. I don't buy stuff like Nige does, the climb stuff. I can't afford that.
I didn't. I went cheap RST.
Oh,
I like the
RST.
RST.
You out of the GS club for that, man.
No, we don't. We're not going for the twat suit. That's what my mates say. It's the GS twat pack with your spotlights and bloody everything else, and then the twat suit.
Well, I can tell a GS guy coming at me because they're all matched. Everything, helmets, jackets, everything's color matched.
Yeah, I find that I have just the textile suit, and very rarely do I need the full weather kit. And when I do, I just stick the plastic, or not plastic, an oversuit on, the waterproofs on.
Yeah. But see, you're the build that can get into a suit like that. If I stick it on, I look like one of the Teletubbies.
Well, I like it.
I want a little curly thing on the top of my head, and I'm a Teletubby.
Just
I've got an all-in-one suit as well, and my goodness me, thank goodness I don't film myself putting it on. I'd been better just lying on the damp ground and pushing it on that way and fall on the backside.
Just
the way
for
I
info,
had to-
now, if you want to
when I
buy one
got-
of them helmets, it's about 350 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, which I don't think is bad for them. They
That's not-
look
that's
bloody
good.
lovely.
Hey, Alex, when I go out to Bonneville and try to get the leathers on, it takes 3 people to put me in them.
Do you use a
I
lot of
had to
lube,
put
Jerry?
my boots on.
But I suppose it's convenience as well, isn't it? Because if you get a decent jacket, which is waterproof, you don't have to go through rigmarole of putting all the other gear on out on top of it.
That's
Oh.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Saves that so
RST stuff decent though. I mean, I bought an RST jacket this year, £100, and it's brilliant. The quality of it's excellent for the money you pay.
A lot of
Does it have-
guys use those RST things. I see the leathers and everything. A lot of them.
Does it have the back protector in them ones, the RST one, or do you have to buy that separate? Because sometimes you have to get them separate on them.
My one didn't come with the back, but it had the elbows and shoulders, but not the back.
Yeah. So I think you can get them, but it's about 15 quid or something like that.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
just taken out my old one. I'll just stick it back in.
Salty Badger's just come in, Joe.
Yeah. Thanks, nice. Yeah. Good evening, Salty. Good to see you. Yeah. I'm missing all the comments here.
That's fine. Bryce just said he's going to do an off-road loop, 120, but I mean 126 miles off-road. How long does that take, Bryce?
That's a long time.
It's going to be, isn't it, off-road?
Yeah. I hope he's not going by himself.
Of course, he is from up north. Well, not as north as Alex, obviously. But that could just mean he's bumping up the curbs onto the pavement. 9 hours. Cracking day out.
Oh man, that's too long. You got to be young to do that.
That sounds like me when I was going on my 125 going up north. That took me quite a while.
9 hours, yeah.
That was quite a while. I know how he feels. It's worse than 125 though.
Exactly the same, Joe. Exactly the same.
Rather you than me, Joe. That's for sure.
I'll have to do it again. I'll have to do it again one day when I recover from it.
Alex, have you looked at that Crew app since we tried it that time or not?
No, I haven't. I've not. I was going to try it with my lad was going to go out, and one of his pals, the 3 of us were going to go out during the end of the summer there, but stuff went on and it kind of never happened. But I was going to try it then, but I've not tried it.
Have you heard of that one, Jerry?
Nope.
It's because I think he's in America, and Alex, the chap that's done it.
I don't know, to be honest.
It's here you go, look.
Yep.
Whoop.
He's failed. He's gone off.
That's me with me sausage fingers. But it's basically it'll bring your ride up, plots it onto a map. So that's showing where I am. And then we tried it, and I connected with Alex, and we were chatting away, weren't we? And it basically uses your phone's data, but it is like an intercom through the app.
Really?
And I presume the idea is that you're not going to lose connection like you would with the intercom. But again, it is dependent on your phone signal.
Yeah.
But,
Phone signal and your data.
I mean, it had real good potential, didn't it? Because you could have quite a few. But the chap that was designing it and developing it, I put in the forum that I managed to record the Cardo as well through it. And he said, well, I don't know how you've done that because it's not designed to do that. So we were trying to work out how I did it, but we still don't know. But it definitely recorded through the app.
Huh.
That was something in his app that he didn't even know was in there.
Was he not a bit hacked off that Cardo had beat him to doing something with the recording multiple channels?
Oh yeah, he was at the time, wasn't he? Yeah. Taking his video.
Updated it by now, hasn't he?
Yeah,
was anybody
no,
seen?
just said he's taking the cameras on his ride.
He's got plenty though, hasn't he?
Yeah, just a few.
I think you've got. I think Alex has got about 3 on his bike, and you know, you guys noticed your last video. You had 2 on the front and 1 on your chin.
But yeah.
In your last video, that was quite a few.
Full Monty.
Yeah, I suppose you need them.
I want the 360 DJI to come out, and then you could probably do away with your 3 and your 4, couldn't you? And just have your chin and your 360.
The
Why don't
DJI should pay you a lot of money, Nige. You're good advertising for 'em.
Why don't people put 360 cams on the top of the hat?
Because you look like me in one of them weather suits. You look like a Teletubby.
Yeah, but you'd see all around a lot clearer, wouldn't you? Because there'd be nothing in your way.
Yeah, nothing in your way. Yeah.
Back or front. So all you need is something on the top of your hat. That's probably
Well,
the best.
when we did our NC 500 run, funny enough, cool, Bro uses 5. Imagine syncing that lot up. He had the 1X2, the Insta 1X2 perch on the top of his helmet. I mean, it looked ridiculous, but like you say, he's got clean view all the way around.
It didn't. I don't think it worked. I didn't like the angle that these cameras on the helmet was. It was just too high. Because I've tried the camera on the end of a pole, a stick, and yeah, it was okay, but I don't think it works. I think the best place for it is on the front of the handlebars, off to one side, and you can get multiple views from there.
See, one of those 360 clamps that I bought, you know, where the actual camera magnetic holder rotates around. I clamp one down on the engine bar, down on the bars that protect the heads coming out the side. It's not a bad view. You get a good view of the wheel and the suspension working and everything. But I mean, down there, it's so prone to getting the old stones flying up in it, and it.
It's a different view, though, isn't it? It's nice to have a bit of a different view, like what Peaky does. He gets views of all sorts of different areas. I've only got 1 camera. I've got 2 cameras, but I only use 1. But I've only used 2.
I'll buy some more from Nige. Nige sells.
Yeah, very nice camera though.
I will use that. It's good to get more views, isn't it? What do they call it?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I went out the other day with 4 cameras and it was raining, so all 4 of them were wet. You know, you can't see out of any of them.
As long as they're all waterproof, that's the main thing.
Did you see Slobo's one of his recent ones? He had his 360 hanging off, and he broke the safety guard lens on the top of his 360.
Yeah, well, I put a comment there. I said that was some shot by that sniper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What
did he say? He hit a van or something, did he? Or he caught a lorry or something.
Alex, can you put your volume up a little bit?
I can hear you quite clearly, actually.
I watched Slobo the other day, but I cannot broadcast into my TV because of what he says, you know. The whole room hears it. So I had to put my headphones on and I listened to his videos.
Did you see the video where he was riding out in the hailstone?
Yes.
Hailstone, rain, and everything else. That's the sort of rider you want. The all-weather ride, isn't it? He doesn't mind going out in the rain and the wet.
I think he's going to work or something, isn't he?
He does. He rides it. Yeah. So a lot of his videos are him going in and then him coming home.
Yeah.
Is that any better, Nige?
Yeah. I can hear you loud.
Yeah, no, it was Brian. Brian said you was a bit quiet, I think, compared to the rest.
Okay. The microphone's right under my gob too, so
5 cameras.
I'm not normal.
Peaky says he got 5 cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't think I want to try to edit that.
Bad enough trying to sync up bloody 3 of them.
Quite a bit of money riding around on that motorbike, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good job nobody nicked. I would be scared to park me bike up anyway in case somebody nicks them. That's a question, that Peaky. Do you actually take all the cameras off when you go somewhere and you stop for tea or coffee? Do you take all your cameras off, or do you just leave them there and just keep an eye on them, because they're quite easy to nick, I would guess.
Yeah.
Not a lot of cameras on, can you? There's no security Kensington locks or anything you put on the cameras there.
That's the joy of the
Dylan's
DJI.
made it home.
The magnetics. Just clip them off. They're brilliant.
You can just pull them off, can't you? A camera you can just pull off with your hand. It's that easy. Take the whole bracket off if you wanted to. Yeah.
I said Dylan's made it home. He's not in the car anymore.
Joe, it would probably be easier to steal your whole bike than it would be just take the camera off.
It would be. It's only a light, isn't it?
You just pick it up under your arm and carry it off.
But who would steal a little 125? It's the best bike to ride around on, because if you park that anywhere, nobody wants that bike. They're going to go for it whenever bike is there.
It'd be stolen. Yeah. Have you ever had a bike
there's
stolen?
my favorite name on the internet. Look, sick bastard.
Yeah, he's there.
I love that.
Have any of you guys ever had a bike stolen?
I have. I've had one bike stolen, and it was stolen out of a back garden with a garage, there was only one fence where it could have went over the next door neighbour's fence. And it was a brand new RD 350 power valve. Took it up from north. I parked it in his back garden, and I parked it in the back. There was a garage, so I went through the garage and in his back garden. They must have came over the next door neighbour's fence and lifted the bike over the fence and took it out that way.
Wow.
But I'm sure I must have been watched, because when I went up to his house, there's a place called Westgate Road up in Newcastle. I don't know if anybody knows it. And it used to be notorious for bikers, and it's a really good place to go. Very, very busy. And if you ride up and down their new bikes, people will track you, follow you, and then nick your bike, basically. And that's what happened to me. So
Did you get it back?
Never had a motorcycle, Nick, but push bike. Funny enough, the house we're in now, we used to own the house next door, and bought myself a lovely shed for the back garden. Put me expensive push bike, my mountain bike in there. Blooming great big clasp across the door onto it. You know, big sod off padlock. It would have taken them ages to cut through this padlock. Got up in the morning, and the door's still padlocked in that. But you know what I didn't do?
What was that?
I didn't put any coach bolts with no heads on them on the hinges, so they just undone the screws on the hinges, opened the door, and took me bike.
That's even worse, isn't it?
Yeah, especially all them bloody great big padlocks and everything.
They got two of mine.
I suppose the other side of the question is, have you ever nicked a bike?
No. Well, I managed to get my hands on this RD 350 power valve once.
I'd love to find out the person who nicked it, put it that way.
Probably got splinters in his arm.
Yeah. I'd love to know who it was.
That's a no then, yeah.
No.
Why, have you?
Have I nicked a bike?
No, Alex asked a question. I said, why is he?
No. House across, actually, last week the house across the road got burgled. Somebody got in. They left the front door open, unlocked, I mean, and they just come through during the night and ransacked the bottom floor.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's Christmas now. Everyone's got all the presents in the house, or gifts and all that sort of stuff. It's what people do. Bad, really.
They follow around the Amazon truck here and wait for the Amazon guy to drop off the stuff, and then they pick it up.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
See, Dylan had one taken, an 8-month-old Suzuki Bandit.
Yeah. I tell you, if you had your bike nicked and they found it and you got it back, would you want it back, or would you like to?
No, they found
would you
mine.
tell them to keep it? Would you
set
fire to it?
They found it a year later, and I was like, the insurance already paid it off, so I didn't want it back.
Yeah.
They didn't ever find a BMW though. The BMW is still gone.
That was a special bike, that as well, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah, I contacted BMW and Triumph, and they won't sell them an ignition key, so they have to part the bikes out, so they can't get a new ignition for them.
What about bike security? What do you think is the best thing to lock a bike up in? Because if you take your bike out, say I took my bike out to the shops or something like that, there's no post where they can put it against nothing.
Best security is you watching it.
Hey, keep watching it, yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep watching.
Stick it in a garage with your car in front of it.
Yeah.
Well, they got YouTubes of people stealing right off the streets there in London. I mean, right in daylight.
Yeah, and they're using these cordless bloody grinders now.
Yep.
So even if you've got a decent change, they got a grinder with a cutting disc, and it's minutes, and they're done. gone.
Yeah.
I mean, people are standing there watching them, whereas years ago, somebody would have stuck a bit of wood round their ear roll, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So they're too worried about doing it now.
4 of them, right? There's 3 or 4 of them. So what are you going to do if you're by yourself? You know.
Yeah.
I know Alex kicked their butt, so
I'd wait till they drive past and get a bit of stick or something to slam it in the blooming the wheels. That's what I'd do.
I would assess the situation, Jerry, and then find something big and heavy to hit them with it.
Yeah, yeah, like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and my wife's always getting on to me.
well, if you hit them with an English flag, they'd probably throw your ass in jail forever.
Yeah, can't use things like nothing.
Yeah, if you call them a nasty word, they'll stick you in jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Bastards. Caleb.
You got to use the right pronouns.
Yeah. Hi, Sean's just arrived. Evening, Sean.
And we got Ray from Ray Gregory Rides as well. He's popped along, and Sick Bastard has arrived as well. We've got quite a few popping along, and I know you guys watch these people. You know who they are. But if anybody hasn't been to any of these channels, give them a check them out and subscribe if you like their videos. They're pretty good.
I can't see how many he's watching, Joe. How many is watching? How many is watching?
I don't know.
Got it back.
It should say up in the top
10,
left of your
10.
StreamYard screen.
10, yeah.
It's 10.
But yeah,
BMC Moto said that they're stealing bikes while you're riding them out in Edinburgh. Is that right? I've never heard that.
how can they do that? That's what I'd like to know.
In Edinburgh.
Mobile kill switches.
Well, I suppose you just not good.
Now, Sick Bastard's saying on bikes, a long time ago, we used to put a switch on the bike which killed the battery or killed the coil or something like that. Do people still do that or not?
No,
It's a good idea. Or take the spark plug cap off, and then you can't ride it along anywhere, then, can they?
they just pick them up and put them in the van or whatever their trailer.
Yeah. I suppose they've got trackers. That's the best way to do it, I suppose, because it's in a metal container. Nobody's going to.
Dylan upgraded with his. He said after they got his 660, he got it back. They fixed it up and traded it in on a Fireblade.
Wow,
That's pretty good upgrade.
It's worth doing, isn't it?
Yeah, I need somebody to do that for where I can get one of those new R12S's.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you'll get
I
one.
never brought you one, Jerry. No.
No,
I'd have the Honda 650.
My
She
wife
said,
leaves the room when we start talking about that. She leaves the room.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's a proper motorcycle.
What's
Which one was that? Oh, that's lovely bike, that one.
Yeah, that was the day I picked it up.
Yeah, how are you liking it? You still liking it?
Because you dropped it now, yeah.
Yeah.
That one, I dropped it 4 times. Twice it landed on top of me.
That's talent. Not many people can do that 4 times.
Yeah, bloody hell. That was a lovely bike, though, that was.
Well, there's BMC Moto saying that they chased an instructor and 2 pupils and tried to steal their bikes. Jeez, oh.
It's terrible, isn't it, really? The way things are going now with bikes and stuff, you think be a way of stopping them, but there isn't, is there?
They used to do one of the things they did at one of these airports, like in Florida, that people would follow people coming out of the airport and run into them. Then when they stop, because of the crash, the fender bender, then they'd steal a car and rob them.
Yeah.
And it's usually tourists, Somebody coming in from the UK going to or Disney World or Disneyland,
Yeah.
Dylan's just said he spent a fortune getting it tuned and everything, that Fireblade.
Yeah. Those are nice. Those are nice bikes. I like those. I know Joe does because it's a Honda, right?
I like Hondas, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing compares to that 125 though, Joe, does it?
No, 125 is one.
A fresh spark plug in it.
I had one of the CBR 650s. I think Exeter Riders just done a review on that.
Oh, with the E-clutch.
The one with the E-clutch, I think.
He's good.
I'd love another one. I would really love another one, but and the E-clutch, have you seen how that works when he was riding it round on the
I haven't watched it yet. I got
if you
the
start
notification.
Even if you ride the bike in 6th gear and pull away, it just slowly feathers the clutch and then takes away. You just can't go wrong with it.
You're
Very clever.
you're a DCT fan, aren't you, Joe?
I am now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'd like to try and ride one of the E clutches to see what the difference is between an E clutch.
It's
And,
kind of bulky though, isn't it? It kind of sticks out like a wart on the side of the bike.
It's about 8 kilos is the difference, Joe.
which, sorry?
It's about 8 kilos
8
in the
kilos.
weight.
That makes no difference. That.
Yeah, Exeter Rider does some really good stuff. I like to watch his reviews.
Oh yeah,
he's really good, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is.
I
The
tell
thing
you,
is,
I saw another video I thought was really great. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Saddlebag 73. He did
Oh, yeah.
Healy Pass. Man, that was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can top that or not. That was perfect.
That was
Music
amazing,
and everything.
wasn't it? He got the weather. The pass wasn't too busy, and it was so atmospheric. It was
Yeah,
brilliant.
it was. It was. It's just beautiful. I didn't figure out he was flying a drone till at the end. I saw him. He was flying a drone. I thought
Yeah, he
was
was following his mate up, wasn't he?
Yeah. On the
so he's
bike.
flying a drone while he was riding the bike, or somebody else was doing.
No,
it?
he's not that talented. He
No?
was flying a drone,
There
and
you
another
go.
guy was riding a bike.
There you go, Joe, Alex. There's a trip we could do.
What's that?
Yep.
Wild Atlantic Way
Yeah.
Atlantic Way.
in Ireland.
It's one of the places I it's on my list to do. I don't think I'll do it this year, maybe next year perhaps, but yeah, I'd be up for that, Nigel. That's for sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
Check that weather forecast, Alex. You don't want that rain anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
Ireland's worse than us.
we got crappy weather coming this weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
I'm
It's-
sending you some sunshine over, though. I'm sending some. I mail it.
Oh, we could do with it.
Yeah.
I think they give
Kick
60 mile an hour
Jerry off
winds,
for
80
being
mile an hour
smug.
gusts. Rain, wind, and snow, isn't it? Tom's just joined as well, isn't it, Tom?
They said they got snow coming here this week. So they reckon.
I mean, we'll have 40 degrees, blazing sunshine, and down the beach in the south. You know we will.
Yeah.
You'll have your bikini on.
Oh yeah, I'll be
Oh,
down there.
no.
I'll be there, me mankini.
Has everybody got mist around the place still?
We've had it for about 3 days down there.
Yeah.
No, it's been fine. See, yesterday and today, apart from the wind today, it's been great. And I was out on the Enfield yesterday, and it was perfect.
Joe, can you get up a picture of that KTM RC8?
I can. KTM RC8.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's one of the ugliest bikes ever made, but they were absolutely mental. I've said my mate's got one, but it's been in bits for the last 22 months. Well, he's looking for parts for it. By the sounds of it, there's a few on Peaky's old one.
This one here. Is that it? RC8 bikes for sale.
RC8. Yeah.
There's this one here.
14 grand. Oh.
Does
Yeah,
look
one
a
of
nice
the
bike.
older ones.
Lovely looking bike. Is that an old one, is it? Or
I don't know. His is one of the early ones.
that's not. See, I like that spoiler on the front there. Big dash looks like a bit of a hammerhead shark, doesn't it?
You'd be a brave man to
Absolutely
be buying a
mental
KTM just
machine.
now.
Yeah, they're still in trouble, are they? Does look nice though. I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind one. The seat doesn't look very comfortable with that on the back there either, but let's see.
That's a rocket up your arse.
I watched a YouTube video that somebody's doing a history of KTM. I forgot who it was now, but they pretty much getting what they deserve. I mean, they stole a lot of technology from a lot of people and run them into the ground. Hoosberg and everything else. I was surprised. I didn't know all that. They even stole the Ride Now race ready. That's not even there. That was belonged to somebody else.
They're nice bikes though. It'd be nice to have these sort of bikes anyway. I'd love to just have one in the garage so you could go out every now and then for a quick ride on the bike. That's all. For
Really?
change. Yeah, I'd love one.
I
Not
don't
for a long
know.
period of time though. My back would kill. It would kill me on the back. My back would get damaged on one with it.
No, some of the bikes are, look uncomfortable, but really aren't for an hour or two. Riding your 125 that 9 hours, that had to be tough.
Yeah. Well, I found that the CBR 650 I had, that was pretty uncomfortable on long rides. It was right for short rides, but on long ride, you're leaning forward, my back was killing me, and it just wasn't right. And the handlebars vibrating like mad on it. I don't know whether the new ones do that, but mine did that.
Well, you got to get your seat right first. Once you adjust your seat, then you can get the handlebars right. But a lot of people get the handlebars, then they put a different seat on it, and that doesn't work again. Got to get the seat.
All my bikes I've had, I've never ever adjusted anything on any of my bikes, handlebars or anything. I've had them
Really?
stock. Yeah, no. It might be worth doing because I know you do a lot of videos showing the right ratio where you got your pegs and your handlebars, how much lean everything.
Because I'm old. Because I'm old.
And you actually take the pegs off your bike and move them backwards and forwards and do all that, don't you? When you need to.
I got to get a certain angle for it to work for me. I know what will work for me, what's really comfortable. But guys like bikes, I don't know if you're watching Bikes I Like. He's got something he can put like people at different heights and different leg lengths and stuff. He puts them on the bike and shows how they fit. And he's really good. He tweaks the hell out of his bikes.
Yeah,
he's kind of like
he's an Aussie lad, isn't he? Yeah.
Huh?
He's an Aussie lad.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He changes everything. I mean, and he's very particular about the way he does it.
He's quite droll, isn't he? He's quite monotone.
That's what people say about me, so I don't say that about anybody.
No. And you need to do more of your road riding, Gary. Some of that stuff you've done recently, brilliant stuff.
What?
The road riding, when you're taking your bike. I think you took your R9.
Oh yeah, just where you're riding, you're not talking, just the engine noise.
Yeah,
brilliant,
lovely.
That's exactly my point, there, Nige.
I want to see more of Jerry riding up in the mountains in the snow on his bike.
I've got one
snow
coming up, but I put it to the music, and music's not to everybody's taste, so I just put it to how I feel the ride went. If it's a mellow ride, then I'm gonna use mellow music. If it's not, then I wish I had a better camera on the one that I showed you on the other one with the BMW, because I was really cooking one day, but the camera was the wrong camera. I didn't have a stabilization on it. It get you seasick watching that. But I was throwing it all over the place. I left those guys so far behind. They were like 30 minutes behind me.
Wow.
You ever get that day where you feel really good and you get the bike in a right road and you just kind of do a little bit more than you usually do?
Then with the
It's like you're on rails, Gary.
Huh?
It's like you're on rails.
Yeah, until I run off.
Derailed.
Well, we don't want that to happen very often, do we?
Not very often, Joe. Not very often.
One of the things about this time of year is there isn't a huge number of videos coming out, I don't think, motorbike related. And there's a lot of people looking back on stuff that they did in the past year, but there's not a lot of new stuff, as you would expect.
Yeah.
But
I think Haggis Whispers just put one out. It's there's a 9-minute video, and it's the 2024. And if you watch that, it's like cinematic. I don't know where he gets the sound from, but the soundtracks that people get for their videos, where do they get them from? They don't make them, and they can't be copyright, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to put them on.
if you take Power Director, you get a ton of music with Power Director.
Oh, and it's free. It's copyright free. Copyright free, is it?
It is, but don't forget, Alex, if you use any of that, I haven't had a problem with the Cyberlink ones or the Meta ones, but when you use any of the Soundstrike ones that come with the Power Director, when you do your edit, it will come up and say, copy this link, copy the code. If you don't put that code in the description when you put it on YouTube, it flags it up copyright.
Wow.
I've got one pending at the minute that YouTube have copyrighted it. So I've sent them a stinking email and said, well, hang on, because that's part of my paid bloody Power Director membership, and it's all included. So
you'd think they know that, wouldn't you? Because there must be some tag or something on the videos that tells you whether it's copyright or not. They must know that. They check these for copyright. How do they check them?
well, presumably because with this one, as I say, you've got to copy and paste the code into your description, and it's my fault. I didn't put the code in there, so it's flagged up copyright, and I've emailed them and said, look, it's part of my thing. They've now got to go and check that it is, and hopefully it'll come back and they'll lift it. It's not affecting the video, I don't think. It just if you get to the stage where you monetize, you wouldn't be able to make money off of that one.
Yeah.
I've used Soundstripe a few times, and although it comes up and said it's copyright content, but you're okay because the person allows you to use it, I've not had the thing about the link.
I mean, not. You know, when you bung it to, you produce it at the end, when you produce your video file, when it's finished doing it, the very last screen says, if you're going to upload it to YouTube, copy this link or copy the code. Sorry.
I've never seen that, Nige, and I've used that a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's just jumped in to say hello. Look, extra rider.
Yeah.
He must have heard good things about him.
And Sean's just said he used to use Epidemic Sounds for the music. I did for a while, and like Sean said, they bumped the price up, so I've stopped using that. And like Alex said, Power Director's got it all included now. So
I've never got a copyright strike, but I don't monetize the ones I use music on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Steve, you should have been here earlier, man. Joe was saying bad things about you.
Yeah, some of them were good. I've got a question for Exeter Rider. The bike that he reviewed, which was the CBR 650R, did he get that given to him? If he did, I'll take it off his hands if he's got no more space in his garage to store. If it was a sample demo. I'll ride it every now and then.
He'll probably let you use that Maving he did, that electric one.
I never saw that. No, what was that one?
He did a Maving RMS 1S or something like that.
The e-bike.
Yeah, e-bike.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, you got to give it to him for 4 weeks.
Oh, 4 weeks is not bad though, is it? Not like a. It's not
he
like
has
a
it no longer. Some bastards nick that one as well.
If you leave that line round, you would get it nicked for sure. Now, there's something I quickly want to do. So I've had a question. I know it's nothing to do with what we're talking about now, but I had a question on my channel, and it was regarding a device I've got fit to me 125. I'm just going to pop a picture up on here of the device that I'm on about. Bear with me for 2 minutes. I'm going to present this, share the screen here. And it's this here. I popped it up before, but it's a bit early. You see this here? Can anybody see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked a question regarding the Run Leader multifunction meter, which is a rev counter I have on my 125. Now, I bought this from eBay, and it's about 20 quid or something like that. It's really cheap from Amazon. And it worked for a while, and they were saying, how good is it? Well, what happened is, after about 3 or 4 months, and it went in the rain, this filled up with a bit of water.
Yeah.
I could see the water inside the screen on the left filled up with water. And since then, after a short while, it stopped working. So I've got to take that off the bike and get rid of it, really. So I don't want something on my bike that's not working. So I'm not going to go for one of them anymore. And if anybody's got any recommendations of an electronic rev counter that they've used, then it'd be handy if you let me know, because I want another one to put on there. But I'm not going to put one of them on. So,
You sell it to Nige.
Just saying that, yeah, if you want for your I can sell it to you, Nigel, if you want one, yeah.
Well, I could swap it for a Pack Talk Bold.
Oh, yeah. And it's amazing how many questions you get on the channel and you can't answer them straight away. No, I'd love to answer all the questions I get, but there's another question somebody's asked regarding my V-Sisto camera system as well, which is the picture you can see on the right there. That's the V-Sisto camera system on there. And what they're asking is what sort is the video quality like on it. And the only way I can show people the video quality is to show a little demonstration of a video. And I can't remember the actual guy who asked the question, but what I will do, I want to show you a quick video. I'll be very brief with this if I can find the video. This is going to be. Oops, what have I done here?
Oh,
I'm not going up again.
We're gonna
Oh yeah, it could be. It could. I better be careful what I'm doing here. I'm going to share a screen again. This one might a window here. Yeah, that one. Can you see that?
Yeah.
He was asking what was the video like at night time on the V-Sisto camera system. This is the V-Sisto camera system at night on a motorway. Basically, you can't see much behind you because the cars behind just dazzle you completely.
Yeah.
Now I don't know whether all cameras are like this, but this one is one that I've got. What's
that? 1080? Is it, Joe?
Yeah, it is a 1080, but it's
once the headlights weren't directly behind you, that was fairly clear.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Let me show you this one here as well. This will be the last one. This is another vision of it at night time. This is when traffic again, because I've done a lot of riding back and forward to work in the dark because obviously with winter coming and everything, I'm driving to work dark and home dark. So
good old Aston Martin on the back of a trailer.
Who?
That was an Aston Martin on the trailer, wasn't it?
You've got bloody good eyes, haven't you?
He's either broke down or being delivered, one of the two.
See there, it's not too bad there.
Yeah.
If it's when you've got lights directly onto it, it's no good. You can't make out number plates, but you can make out. If I stop, you can actually make out the text just about if you wanted to for any reason.
Yeah. So what do you use it for, Joe?
Me, let me just get rid of that. That I use just basically it's on my bike, so that when I'm going back and forward to work, it's just like a security for.
It's a bit like going in the Blue Oyster Bar, Jerry. It's a bit of security in case you take one up the arse.
Boy, did we team up with that one? Wow, that's good. What a point on that one.
There speaks the voice of
you struck off of YouTube, Joe.
Yeah. So anyway,
man, Joe.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Just trying to get back on it.
I had to get that in because I wanted to make sure I do that, so I don't have to do another video to show somebody what the night vision was like. But that
I'm gonna ask that question again.
Go on in. Yeah.
Did you see the extra rider special, Christmas special, where he's walking through Exeter?
Yeah,
no.
I didn't have any idea that was so big. You know, tons of people out, different places, different hangouts, different food. You know, I had no idea it was so big. It's a good special, the Christmas special.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I think there's a lot of people put Christmas videos. I don't think
new biker does. I like his where he does go through.
He went to the
ride rain, with the lights, brilliant.
Yeah, and he does really good job. Where he rides the bike through. Exeter he walked through there, but it was a different perspective. I really kind of enjoy it. I don't see a lot of Christmas lights around here.
No, they probably don't. They have them around here, but everybody has them in the houses and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Here,
did you watch the Christmas one that Roland Keefe did? They drive around a neighborhood over there, and the whole neighborhood, whether they're trying to outdo each other or whether it's all done for charity or what, absolutely incredible. I mean, take a look at it's on his channel. Go and have a look at it. Absolutely bonkers.
Exeter says there's 10,000. Exeter's smallest place, 110,000.
And the silly thing is,
all
Jerry,
They were all out
every
eating.
one of those 110,000 are all related to each other. They all sit on their balconies with their banjos.
There you go. I mean, you get the common theme. Boy, you sure got a pretty mouth.
Steve says that's true. It can't be worse than Portland down here. God. Oh dear.
We've got to start preparing now for the Christmas lights will go down, and we'll get all the celebrations for New Year's coming up soon, won't we? We'll get the New Year's video out, the first video of the year. That's going to be the next one that we're going to get. I'm going to have one. I'm going to try and do the first video of the year, and I'm going to call it the first video of the year.
Well, my wife took all the Christmas decorations down today.
Already?
Yeah, they're gone.
Already. They're supposed
Your wife
to
took
come
them
down.
down? Is
Yeah.
that your job? Is
No,
that your
scared of
job?
heights. Scared of heights.
She believe that? Oh my!
I get told off because I don't pack it away properly.
Well, that's what you're supposed to.
Yeah,
supposed to do that
I
so they
just
don't-
get to chuck it all back up in the loft.
That's what you do all the chores. That's what you married men need to understand is if you do the chores really good, they're going to keep asking you to do them. You do them
I
badly.
know. Oh, I missed it. That's a
fact.
shame. I was going to show you the picture of Tintern Abbey, but it's gone.
Where's it gone?
It was one of my screensaver shots on the other screen, but is when we did that cycle ride, John of Groats and Land's End. We stopped at Tintern Abbey, and they had a toasted tea cake, and I kid you not, it was that big, huge,
Hang on a minute. Let me see. Let me see. How big was it, Nige?
huge.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a bit of exercise in the New Year as well. I've got myself one. I've ordered one. It's an electric bike, small electric bike. So I might do the Land's End to John of Goats on it.
Oh,
I think the battery will last. I think the battery will last. Oh,
If you go from Scotland down, it's downhill, so it might.
oh, is
do.
it? Ah, I'll take the bike up there and drive it down, ride it down. Good idea. Should have the
Steve
range.
agrees with me. Messing stuff up is the best way to do. You can't, Joe. You can't do that. You got to take off. You know, you got to take off like 3 weeks to do something like that, wouldn't you?
I do, yes. Well, I'm now off for till the end of January, hopefully.
Well,
29th
that's
or
not
something
enough
like
time for an electric bike to get you anywhere.
Yeah, I know. But a bit of pedal power as well, you know.
You're going to carry one of the like a cord around you, like a so you can just plug in anywhere.
That would be good. Now, I don't think they do that on them, but I could carry a generator in the back or something like that.
Oh, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, electric bikes, motorbikes. I thought of them once as well, but I don't think they're going to be catching on. Electric bikes.
They'll be catching fire.
Some of them look pretty good, and I'm not going to say no. I'm not ever trying one, but it had to be the right situation.
Yeah, I think the batteries have got to get better before they do things like that.
Well, you guys live your country so close together. I mean, you're commuting. How far do you commute every day, Joe?
I commute about 13 miles every day. That's 13 there and 13 back. So that's 26 miles a day.
And you get up to about 60 miles an hour, something like that?
60 is the flat out normally for the 125, yeah.
I got some electric
It will be
bikes.
70, but with the wind behind you and on a good day and everything else.
You need to get off and push it to get to 70.
But not very often, though.
I got my little Honda Monkey up to 60. That's about
Right
it.
then, Joe, you asked how big it was.
Let me see that, because I can't see that there. What is it?
That's a toasted tea cake.
It looks like a melon.
Absolutely massive they were.
Who's the bloke in the picture, Nige?
That was half of me. Yeah, I was a bit slimmer then.
You certainly were.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
a good thing. Oh, go on, carry on.
all these prices on these. Steve's mentioning about the electric bikes being high, but
Okay, I
you
was
know,
gonna say.
I'm looking at this R12G S, and it's like $22,000 without taxes, like registration and
It's
stuff.
mental, isn't it? Some
Man.
amount of money.
That's a
That's
lot
a
of money.
beautiful bike, though, isn't it?
It is, but damn, I don't know. If you hear about bank robberies happening in Boise, Idaho, you know who to go look for, won't you?
We will. We'll have you on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I'll
bikes
go with
generally.
that. I like the look of that bike. That looks lovely.
I think
Even
bikes
though it's a
generally.
BMW, right?
Yeah, I think bikes generally are, and everything's going up in price anyway. But you know, I think I bought the CBR. It was only about £7,000. But I'm thinking when Extra Rider was saying about the CBR now, it's about £11,000. So everything's going up. Everything.
Now they charge you for the bikes. You get your, they charge you $400 or $500 for setup. They charge you about $1,000 for freight. Then they charge you documentation fees, $200 or $300. So any bike that you're looking at, you're going to pay another $2,000 for it to get it out the door.
Yeah. But your bike shops you have over there, and I've noticed in America, they're much bigger and they have a lot more choice of bikes. Not like we have over here. All the bike shops down there are pretty small.
Well, yeah, but the good thing about small bike shops is you can generally get to know the people in them. I kind of like the smaller shops myself. You get to know, the mechanics and the parts guy, and they don't try to, hose you down, or if they make a mistake, they own up to it. The big bike shops, you walk out the door, they may not. I've seen guys buy Harley Davidson, spend $30,000 on a Harley Davidson back a few years ago, walk out the door, come back the next day, and I'd be in the shop, and they wouldn't even know. The salesman didn't even know that the guy bought the bike from him. It's like,
do you get stung for taxes as much as we do?
No, nobody gets stung for tax like you guys do.
I know it's absolutely crazy over here. The amount of tax, everything you do, you get taxed in your wages, and you get everything you go and buy has got tax on again. It's just over and over and over.
We got a 6% sales tax that you pay for, just flat 6% that you pay for almost everything except for sometimes groceries. You don't pay for that. They don't charge tax on that. But 6% is not bad. California's like 10, 11.
How about a Triumph Bobber? Does anybody know what one of them is?
Yeah. You don't know what
Have
a
you
Bobber?
not seen one?
Yeah.
The old single seat jobby.
This one here.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking bike, do you think?
I don't know.
It's
My ass would disagree.
It's only got one seat on it though. That's the problem. It looks a fast
Look at
bike.
that seat. If you thought it was bad enough on your 125 go, there you go. It's a Bonneville.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Bobber.
That's about a 60-mile bike, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that cost. How much was that?
Oh, they're up there, 14 to 15,000 US dollars anyway.
Yeah.
12 grand, 13 grand, Joe, I think.
I think I'll ask. Yeah.
So your numbers always sound better than mine. When you go into pounds, it's always less.
It is actually, yeah.
You talk about that 12S being 18,000 pounds. That doesn't sound too bad to me, but it converts like to almost 22,000 here.
17,000. Wow, that's a big.
The thing is, Jerry, nobody will buy the base model. They'll want all the extras on it, and that'll add another 2 or 3 grand to it easily.
Yeah,
crazy money.
A lot of money. Definitely a lot of money. I can't afford one, that's for sure.
I wonder how much you can get one on AliExpress.
Spark plug can do that. You can buy a spark plug for $125. You can buy it.
Spark plug.
Or one of them.
Don't forget the brake pads.
I think for your birthday, I'll send you an air filter. You may need one again.
I've got an air filter coming as well.
I know, but for your birthday, you might need another one.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody does maintenance on very small bikes. Anyway, 125s things. They probably just run them to death, I would guess. I like to maintain my bikes and change oil regular, filters regular, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
chains and everything. But I think them sort of bikes just get flogged. By the way,
Sometimes.
I have flogged it going back and forth to work for 3,500 miles, but that's it's going to get a bit of a treatment before it goes back.
I keep cutting out here. I keep losing you guys every 30 seconds or so.
Oh,
I can still hear you, no problem,
Yeah,
perfectly.
I stop hearing what you guys are saying. So if I go off, you'll know what it is.
No, we
I'll
understand.
tell you a little story that'll make you chuckle. You know the stuff called Sugru,
no.
What Subaru?
like the moldable glue, and then it goes off rock
Oh, yeah.
hard.
Oh,
I ordered some of that because when I was sort of toying with the idea on how to record the comms audio and all that, so I was going to take the door off the side of the Action 3, and then where the USB-C port is, I was going to put the cable in and then put this moldable glue around it. So put the old lip balm on the USB-C plug so that the Sugru doesn't stick to it. Let that go off hard, and then when you take the cable out, that should, or theoretically, leave basically a door with a blooming USB-C hole in it. So I was just hoping that was going to keep it a little bit more watertight than having no door at all on it. So I ordered some Sugru off of Amazon. Anyway, it arrived the next day, and when I opened the box, I took the packet out, and I thought, well, this stuff feels a bit crap. So I looked at the packet, and the expiry date on it was end of December 24, which at that time was 8 days. So I did an online chat with Amazon. I said, look, it's got a ridiculously short expiry date. Can I send that back and you send me a replacement? Yep, no problem, sir. I said, right, well, can you make sure that it's got a longer expiry? Oh, Bry's off. Cheers, Bry. And anyway, I sent that one back. They sent me the replacement. The replacement arrived, expiry 12/24. So my 8-day expiry is now gone down to 2 days.
Oh, dearie me.
So that's gone back. So we won't be using that. It just goes to show, I mean, they just grab stuff off the shelf, don't they? They're not checking it or anything. They're grabbing it and sending it out. I don't know.
Well, Piggy's gone to have a rest.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Don't forget to miss Piggy's live stream. He's doing a live stream on 8 to 9 o'clock on New Year's night. So go and check that one out. Make sure you do. I shall be there. Have a good night, Brian. Yeah. So yeah, how are we doing for times now? 1 hour and 8. That's time's gone pretty quick there, I think.
Yeah, lovely.
It is lovely, isn't it? Eh? Normally I'm rushing to get off, but I don't have to do anything in the morning. So another 5 minutes.
You haven't got to do anything till end of January, have you?
Yeah.
I know. Smiling, look at that.
He's got
Very
brake
nice
pads
too.
and spark plug to fit, so he does have things to do.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he's got that one spark plug.
Yeah.
One spark. How long do you think it'll take me to replace the spark plug?
I don't know.
Oh,
Gap it properly now. Make sure
I'll-
you gap it properly.
I'll have to get the gap right. Yeah, I've got my hammer to hit the end of it to bang the little to bang the contact down a bit. You know.
I'll tell you what you can do,
You
Joe.
don't have a plan of
You know
to
the
fit it all
camera that
together.
the camera that Nige sold you, that 360?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, and change out one of the lenses on that. I just did that the other day on the
Can you?
360. Oh yeah. I'm only going to do it one more. That's the only time I'll ever do it. Is what I
Well,
did.
this lens, yeah.
Oh no. The X3. The X3.
Oh, I haven't got one of them. No, I haven't got one of them.
I didn't think they were replaceable, Jerry.
Huh?
did you?
I didn't think they were replaceable.
Yeah, you can replace them.
Oh,
But
I
this
thought they were
set
fixed as well.
aside a lot of time to do it.
Oh, I thought they had to go back to Insta to have them done.
No, you can do it. It just takes you about an hour and a half to do. It's pretty
Blimey.
kind of like brains.
You're more confident than that than I am.
I suppose they must fit them in the first place, but they're not screwed on or anything? Are they glued on or something?
They are screwed on, but you have to open up the case to get them out. Then you have to unplug a couple things. But they're screwed on, but somebody put some glue when they screwed it on. So you have to use a Dremel tool to cut it off.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, once is the glue, you have to heat it up to screw it off or not? The glue would be inside, wouldn't it?
The glue, yeah. Once you open up the camera, you take this back off. I don't know if you can see it or not. You take the back off, and there's some screws. Take those 6 or 8 screws out of there. Then you can get to the lens. So I replaced this lens. So you have to unplug a few things that go to that. Then you just replace that lens. It's actually screwed on. It's supposed to screw off, but somebody put glue on it. So I had to cut it off.
Why did you change it, Jerry? Was it because it was cracked or smashed or?
Because I messed it up. I don't want to explain a lot.
You didn't do a video of it, did you?
Huh?
A video would have been nice to see how you do that, actually.
Yeah, you don't need to see everything.
Can you do it again?
What was it, Jerry? An X3?
It's an X3. So
is it out of warranty?
Oh,
It is now.
I think
Graham's just joined the Agus Whisperer.
I've got some lens guards coming for it. That'll help. And those are easy to put on and take off.
Alex, how'd you find those premium lens guards you got with the X2 off of that very nice man from down south?
Yeah, it works very well. The only downside about them, Nige, is that if you don't clip them on properly, you get to see the edge of them. So, error.
Isn't there a setting in the settings specifically to say you're using it with those guards on?
It automatically recognizes it, right?
Huh.
But if you don't clip it closed properly, you get to see the edge. And that's what happened on one of my videos that I showed from Denmark. But it was operator error rather than anything to do with the lenses.
You're going to have to clue me in, Alex, when I get ready to put the lenses on. How to set
Which ones have you ordered, Jerry? The stick-on or?
Yeah, they're stick-on.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They're pretty much foolproof, aren't they?
Yeah, everybody said right before I screw something out, oh, you can't miss it. You can't screw that up. Well, I do it.
Yeah. BMW RT, you'll never drop one of them.
Why?
I wish I had the camera rolling that day. I dropped it and it was stuck on me. You should have heard me.
Well, if you dropped it 4 times, the chances are you did have the camera rolling 1 time, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
At least I show my crashes.
Yeah, from the air and the blooming land. Now, every time was either wheeling it to go back in or wheeling it out.
Yeah.
And it was because I put that Bigfoot on the side stand. My driveway is on a slight tilt anyway. So when the bike, before it had the Bigfoot on the side stand, it leant over lovely. When that was on there, it stood it up that little bit more. Yeah, and of course, once it went, because of me dicky shoulder, I just couldn't hold it.
Well, that's a sickening feeling, isn't it? Watching a bike.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you think, well, do I try and stop it or do I just let it go?
Well, you can't. I mean, once they get to a certain angle, when they're 600
yeah,
pounds.
well, that was 43 stone in weight. I think it was 269 kilograms, that bike.
Heavy.
That sounds
that's without all the crap I had in the top box as well. Drones and cameras and batteries and
you got to overload it when you had to unload the bike to pick it up.
My VFR, the 1200X, that was about 270, 275. That was a heavy bugger.
As long as you've got the right technique, it helps when you're picking a bike up, doesn't it?
Just don't drop it.
I had the best technique going with that RT. Got my neighbour to pick it up.
That's one way of doing it.
There was no way I was picking it up with my shoulder before I had that op done.
Are you guys familiar with the Harley Davidsons? Where they don't have they didn't used to have. They have a padlock that goes into the steering. You know, you put a padlock in it.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put a lock in it. You know, it locks it so you can't move it. I jumped on my Sportster one day and made a U-turn right in the middle of the street, and I still had the padlock on, and it threw me down like you know, a wrestler would, you know. And it's like it was like 95 degrees Fahrenheit and about 100% humidity, and I was laying down in the middle of the road. The road's really hot, and this lady, the old lady right behind me, she was just honking her horn at me, you know. And I'm
Get
thinking,
out of the way. No sympathy.
yeah.
My mate's forever trying to ride off with his disc lock still on.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, he's
oh,
like,
that one.
it won't move.
Well, that's better than having it move a little bit.
Damage your bike that if you did that, wouldn't it? Ride with one of them on.
Yeah, most likely.
Let me show Graham, look, because look at that, Graham. Just a job.
I've seen that one somewhere else.
Yeah, it's because I said to
job.
Graham, I said, send me the link, but the one that Graham used was that had gone up in price. So obviously a few people have bought it, but that was identical, and it was I think it was £20.99.
Is that what you're on now? Is that what you're on now, Nigel?
Yeah.
Very good sound, isn't it? Not bad, that.
Yeah.
Pretty good at all.
And you get these lights that keep changing colour.
Has it got different modes on it? Can it? Has it just got one mode, or can it have various other colours on it?
It's got no, it's just the same colour, but underneath it's got your volume control or gain, if you like, and then on the top just a one press.
It's gone off.
There you go. So it's like a one touch, soft touch mute.
Brilliant. I haven't got one of them.
Hey,
No,
now
it's back on
you
again.
know who you can sell it to later on, right?
Yeah. I know a man who's flogging one of them.
I know what you're fixing to sell to Joe because you start bragging on it. Then right after you tell him all the truth about it. I got rid of that.
Do you know, Joe, this lip seal I've got, it's the best lip seal money can buy.
You reckon? 20 quid, it's worth it.
Just don't buy any Sugru.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway,
as long as you use it right away, Nigel, it'll be fine. But
Yeah. There was eight packets of it in this box. And I said, that's fine. One packet I'll use today. I said, I'm not. The other 7, by the time I get to use them, it's going to be out of date.
yeah.
Oh, dear. Never mind.
anyway, I'm going to very shortly wrap this up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a wonderful 1 hour. I hope you've all enjoyed that last hour. It went pretty quick. It's actually 1 hour and 20 minutes now. It's gone really, really quick there. And it's always a pleasure to have you guys on the panel. And let me get rid of this on here. And so, yeah, thank you, Jerry, for coming on. That Cap Cafe Racer. Really do appreciate it. All the way from America.
Yeah.
And it's very, very clear. Brilliant. We've got Adventures of Blurry View, Alex. Thank you for coming along on this final video of 2024. Well, time to go. So you're very privileged. You all are, I think. And not to forget Nige from Todd29 Motor Vlogs. Thank you for coming along. And also, I'm going to do a quick mention here for Howie as well. Howie's not here. He's
Yes,
he's
tucked
will
up
be
in
here.
bed, didn't he?
Yeah, so hope you get well soon, Howie.
And Steve. Steve's got the flu.
Everybody's got it now. I think flu is one of those things that's going around. Christmas flu is just one of those things, isn't it? There's nothing you can do about it, is there? It's here to stay.
Heavily. Drink heavily.
That's true, yeah.
Anyway,
so-
actually, one of the doctors at my wife's work used to say if you got a sore throat or the cold or anything like that, whiskey is the best thing that you could drink. And
Whiskey's the best thing. Wow.
Yep.
I'm going to go and try and find if I've got some whiskey in the cupboard. You normally get one brought to you, Alex, don't you? I haven't seen that.
It was actually a glass of wine
Oh, you
tonight.
have got it.
Whoa, snob.
Yeah.
Not
So
left, have
we're
Anyway.
just finishing off all the bottles that were opened, you know, for Christmas and stuff.
If you've not got any whiskey, Joe, get some paint thinners, terps, it's all the same sort of effect.
It's the same, doesn't it? Now?
Anyway, thanks to all the guys in the side chat. Peaky Baker.
Yep.
And
Shall I do the honours, Joe? Because I've got them
Go on,
written down.
Oh, go on.
There was
Thank you very
Dylan,
much.
there was Duncan, Peaky. I know Bry's left. Salty, Sick Bastard,
Roger. Yep.
Motorball, Ray Gregory, Sean with BMC, Tom's TC, Steve Extra Rider, Graham Haggis Whisperer, and 2-4. Unless anyone else has joined since.
Absolutely wonderful job.
Oh,
You can come on the next one.
You
and
get
we've
a
just
star.
got another one that I'll make you uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, right at the last minute as well. But anyway, welcome anyway. Welcome to the end of the last video for Time to Go 2025.
24.
24. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Thanks for that. It's been a long day.
yeah.
Don't short us a year. I may need it.
Well, thank you for coming along. I'll make you uncomfortable. I do appreciate it. But we're going to nip off now, and we hope to catch you in the next one. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you
Yes,
in
cheers, everyone.
2025.
Have a good
Bye,
new
Tom.
year.
All right, then. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.